All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Mekach. Double honors to the elders of GMS who were well. Peace and salutations to Lake Akim on four corners, pushing truth and sincerity. Peace be unto you. Shalom. This is Job chapter 40 and verse 15. Where Job 40 and 15 speaks about, Behemoth. And it describes Behemoth and how we're basically supposed to be like Behemoth. He's the chief of the ways of the Most High. This is Job 40 and 15. Behold, now Behemoth, which I made with thee, he eateth grass as an ox. Now, Behemoth is a huge, gigantic creature. Behemoth is basically what we would call in English a dinosaur. So, the Most High is saying to Job, look at Behemoth. That's what it means to behold. Look at Behemoth. He says, which I made with thee. So, on the sixth day, Most High created man. He's also saying, he created, the beast with you as well. And he says, look, he eateth grass as an ox. You would think a giant animal such as Behemoth would be an herbivore. He'd be hunting and killing. No, he's big as hell, but he eats grass like an ox. Verse 16, lo, now his strength is in his loins, and his force is in the navel of his belly. He moveth his tail like a cedar. The sinews of his stones are wrapped together. So, a cedar tree is one of the biggest trees. His tail is equated to a cedar tree. Verse 17, again he says, he moveth his tail like a cedar. The sinews of his stones are wrapped together. His bones are as strong pieces of brass. His bones are like bars of iron. Now again, this animal is huge, strong, but what does it take to nourish him? Just grass. It says when you got strong ass bones like that, nobody's basically about to kill you or trying to take you out the game. You are a whole fucking gigantic ass dinosaur out here. Verse 18, his bones are as strong pieces of brass. His bones are like bars of iron. He is the chief of the ways of the Most High. He that made him can make his sword to approach unto him. So why is he the chief of the ways of the Most High? It's because he's the guy who, he don't mess with nobody, basically. He's just big as hell, but at the same time, he's not doing anything to intimidate nobody. He just sits around, he eats grass. He's not this major giant, threat, shall I say. Reading on verse 16, it says, Slucky, not verse 16. Verse 20 says, surely the mountains bring him forth food, where all the beasts of the field play. So it says, the mountains, because he's so tall and strong that he eats grass up on top of the mountains as well, where all the beasts of the field play. So the beasts of the field, basically, they're not really scared of him because they know he's not a carnivore. He don't eat basically animals. Verse 21, he lieth under the shady trees in the covert of the reeds and fens. So When he sleeps, he don't sleep and hide. Because usually where you sleep, you're vulnerable because somebody could prey on you. This animal sleeps where the hell he wants to sleep at, because ain't anybody about to mess with it. The shady trees cover him with their shadow. The willows of the brook compass him about. Behold, he drinketh up a river and hasteth not. So this animal sits down at a river. It says he drink up a river. The river is fucking huge. It has a lot of water. He said he drinks up the whole river and hasteth not. Mean he's not running. He's not about to be like, oh, somebody's about to come and get me. Let me hurry up. My predators. We all, he's like, I'm taking my time. I'm eat and drink as much as I want to. He taketh with his eyes. His nose pierceth through snares. So there's no catching him. Now, why is this animal described the chief of the ways of the Most High? Because we're supposed to be like this. Here you are, you have strength. You're not supposed to abuse your strength. But also Behemoth, how he's described, he's not a territorial animal. Where, I see some lions over here, let me run them away. They got to leave. This is my territory. No, he sleep where the hell he want to sleep. He eat grass, so he ain't trying to eat other animals. But he's cool, he's laid back, but other animals know not to mess with him. He's Behemoth. You can't scare him away. You're not going to get a pack of lions that's going to take him down. Behemoth is, Behemoth. You're supposed to be humble in this thing. You're not supposed to go around beating your chest. And that's basically how, you're supposed to be in this thing. Because when you become prideful and you start, because when you become prideful, it's usually people become prideful of things that they've acquired, things they've attained, or things they've achieved. Now, it says, he that made him can make his sword fall upon him, verse 19. Because the Most High he gave it to him, he can take it away. I brought you into this world, I can take you out this world. Just like I gave you all these strong ass sinews and everything, this strong body, I could also have it to where, I could kill you. And that's how the Spirit of the Most High wants us to be. Wants us to be humble. And Job had to understand about being humble, which he thought he was being humble, but he didn't realize, because he was basically questioning God. That's why the Most High was asking him, like, who is this that darkeneth counsel with words without knowledge? He was basically almost trying to instruct the Most High what to do. So we got to be humble in this thing. Because I see a lot of people fall out because of that pride, that leaven. They can't get that leaven out. That leaven up, it gets puffed up because, Scripture says a little leaven, leaven the whole lump. And when you start to get leavened up, if you put a piece of a loaf of bread in the oven, all it takes is a little bit of leaven and the whole thing is lumped up. It don't take a whole lot. All it takes is that little tiny seed and it could just grow. So you're supposed to basically be, humble about this thing. All your achievements, you're supposed to be humble about them. All your accomplishments, you're supposed to be humble about them. Because that's what puffs you up. And another thing too is about leaven. Leaven does not get activated and get puffed up until it's actually in that oven, when it's intense and when it's under pressure. So you can have leaven in you, but it hasn't puffed up yet. It hasn't been put in the oven yet. It hasn't been tried. So you got to take that leaven out of you. And when you see other people that have leaven around them, you got to get away from them, because that leaven can leak onto you. On that note, I want to give all praises to the Most High. And hope this was edifying to you, brothers. And peace. Shalom.